Alright, cool. What's up, new cover lovers? This is the new CoverBoi, and this is the CoverBoi Chronicles. And before I go into my segment, I like to have, a brief moment of silence. I noticed something today. Today is the day that Whitney Houston passed, and this is also the same day that Shirley Temple died. It's like two legends on this day. That's kind of creepy. So yeah, I'd like to have a brief moment of silence for them. I don't know about y'all, but my camera looks kind of crooked. There. Better. I apologize. I interrupted the brief moment of silence. Alright, yeah. What's going on? This is the Love and Hip Hop New York review, part 2 of the reunion. And right now I just want to go insane before I kind of go into what I want to do for the show, because I have a great show for you guys today. So Monique, please talk to Mona Scott Young and see what's going on with why she couldn't be your wonderful the person that gets your show back on BET or whatever the case may be, because I really do miss your show. Either your show or you can do Charm School if you feel like doing both. I don't know if you're doing any more movies. I don't know. Just whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm really happy for you. I'm glad to see you. You look so great, So now, Love and Hip Hop New York. Now, let me explain something to y'all. I didn't like the fact that, they ended it off with Amina, Peter, and Tara, right? And she had a few statements that she had to say to, Amina had some statements that she had to say to Peter. And, they had asked her the question, do you think that you'll be Tara within 13 years or whatever the case may be? And I was just for me, I felt like she kind of, she said she felt like she was, but in a way, it's like the way that you get the man, the way, because even Tara said that she got him from, him cheating on his baby mama before her. So that's just a crazy fucked up situation. That's just one situation that I don't understand as a young man growing up, watching all these different black men do things a certain way, and then you can tell the generations of black men have changed just so tremendously. I don't really want to get into it, but it's amazing to look at the fact that nowadays, older black men or whatever the case may be, with all these different baby daddies, and I just hope that our generation does better by that. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we have a lot of bullshit ass mistakes, but I hope we just step up to the plate of fatherhood, especially in men of color, because I can't tell you how important it is for a daughter or definitely a son to know their father. It's a detrimental moment in life. But anywho, back to Amina and Peter. Amina announced that speaking of children, she announced that she wanted to, she's gonna have children, and she's gonna have his child. I don't know if it's gonna be children, twins, or whatever the case may be. But you know what I'm saying? You can't honestly, for real, think for 5 seconds that this woman is gonna be just your escape You clearly got married to her within a year. Not only did you get married to this woman within that year, she wanted you to move out, tell your wife that, you know what I'm saying, that you're here, that she's here, she's not the other woman. And you're basically over here running around having sex with her and probably some other bitches, and then next thing you know, it's just some crazy shit. It's bound to be somebody that's going. The only difference is she got married and now she's pregnant with your baby. It's another baby, and it brought you. And it's sad. It has to bring you to tears to make you want to stop your wild ass ways. But I mean, men have some scandalous ways, and this just proves how scandalous men can be. Granted, women have their scandalous moments, but it all starts with a man. Because quite frankly, if a man came home every night instead of going out cheating and going hanging out with the fellas and knowing that there's going to be some scandalous bitches hanging out at the bars ready to suck your meat and not tell your girlfriends, or be very vindicious and be like, you know what, I know this bitch, I'm gonna go ahead and be rude and suck this man's dick, and then go tell the bitch. Come on now, just rude motherfuckers. So my ending comments that I had to say for Amina, I felt like hopefully, you know, you'll get smart and get yourself together, especially with or without him, because you put yourself in a different situation. Now you're about to be a mother with his baby, or the mother of his baby, and you're about to still, I'm sure you're still trying to assume your rise to fame at the same time. It's going to be a difficult process, especially since you're pregnant and you're not taking the plan B. So, Tara, she was never that girl, even though she said that she fucked him while that was just like some I missed him, and that was like fresh as she told her. And then the way she told her, like, bitch, I'm not the other woman, by slapping her freaking ID on the table, like, that's rude. Like, you lose all cool points. And the wonderful thing, like, she has a wonderful voice, and her struggle, her story in general, if it wasn't Tara and you didn't get to like the girl, her story is very sad. But the whole thing is, it's a certain way that you should just conduct yourself as a lady and hang around with. I mean, like Tara said, you both threw your hearts into this, thinking that he would too. But it's something about him. I don't know. It's the way he cut his eyes, or something about Peter Guns I was not feeling. So, why you think Nick Cannon? Because Nick Cannon, that's a good example. Peter went to Nick Cannon and was like, man, my life is so fucked up, right now. I thought I was supposed to be going with Amina to get away. You can't like I said, you can't honestly believe that this woman is not going to want to start a family with you if you gave her the last name Panky. Come on, man, get it together. With that, too, you can't tell me, because Nick Cannon, he was just like, you know, I mean, honestly, you gotta realize the bullshit from the real. Mariah Carey, his family, he not gonna get no better than Mariah. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there are other pretty girls. I'm not saying that there aren't other pretty girls out there, but Mariah is a bad one. You get to wake up to Mariah Carey every day. She has a beautiful smile. I'm not gonna be her gay though. I love Mariah. I would love to be her gay, but unfortunately that spot's already been filled. So the position's already been filled. But yeah, I really don't understand, Peter. You need to keep yourself businessman. when you're businessmen, and like you said, you're too old for that. You was with Tara for 13 years. 13 years, man. Come on now. Come on. I have a CoverBoi comment for 3 of these. So, my first CoverBoi comment is, men, try and work it out at home before you feel like you have to cheat. My golden rule is, if I feel like I'm gonna cheat on you in the beginning, like, period. If I have an it's like, ooh, I could probably end up cheating on you. Don't do it. Like, I'm an honest person with myself. I know that if a person will have some type of flaw, or I can see myself getting tired with this person. Some men have that in them, and I'm sure Peter does. I'm not gonna doubt that this man isn't smart, and I'm sure that he knows how to add 2 and 2 together and be able to be like, especially how his pattern's been going. Think about it like that. But men know how to catch themselves up in their patterns and be able to clock that shit before it happens again. Some of them. I just feel like you should be able to work it out at home before you do anything else stupid, because it's no point to it. Okay, so moving on. Rashida and Tahiri, I felt like their argument, their whole beef, like, Tahiri is just like, I'm proud of what I've done. I have no shame in what I've done. And Rashida's like, I want you to be a lady. If you're my friends are ladies. I can understand where she's coming from with that. And if you're gonna be like that, if you're gonna post Beyonce type of pictures, then have some class with it. That's all Rashida was trying to say. That's all she was trying to say. So I just think that this is a friends type of tiff. So eventually, friends have their tit for tat. I'm sure that she's not in the wedding, but I'm sure she'll still come. Her and Joey B. So, Tahiri, speaking of which, you need to give Joey B another chance. Because men like that isn't always going to be around. And you always got to stick with the one that's I'm sure, and Joey B, stop bringing women. Honestly, put yourself, like I'm about to do with this next situation, put yourself in her shoes. Would you want her to have some man upstairs in your bedroom entertaining? Would you want her entertaining some man friend in your bedroom, and it don't smell like you went, because everybody know that your side of the bed, both y'all sides of the bed smell differently, but it smells like y'all all together. You gonna know something different if you smell some different cologne. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You know you gonna have an issue. That's the same way she feels. She don't want no damn makeup. You trying to hide this shit in the corner? Like, what the fuck? That's grounds for a good cuss out. I'm just saying. So, I feel like, it's trust, and I'm glad that he said that he would never do it again. I think he would. If it's true love will come right back again, or it'll stay with you. He ain't going nowhere, so give him another try. Erica Jean and Saigon. I felt like he just went completely bananas, like, and you wonder why you don't see your children. I'm not trying to come at him like that, but I'm just saying, you wonder why you don't see your kids, because you act a plumb donkey. These women don't want to be around you, and you have these attitudes, mood flashes, gorilla fits. That's what I want to call it. But I mean, he's decent. So he's like a decent. He looks decent. Like he's a pretty cool dude. He actually smiles sometimes. Not too many dudes smile. So I just feel like he needs, like he said, if he's seen his father treating his mother the way that he was treating him or treating his significant other in terms of Erica, if he was treating her right, then she would have been happy. Honestly, I know, because I asked my own mother, like I've said in previous videos, I've asked my own mother, what hell did my father take her through hell while she was going through a pregnancy with me? And that's the most sensitive time for a woman. On her wedding day, if you don't do anniversaries, some of them are really antsy on the anniversary if there wasn't like a big wedding. Like the least you can do is do something for each type of, consistency. But mainly it's always the pregnancy, because that's the time between you guys, and that's a bond that you guys will always have, because you created somebody else out of the situation. So you just got to have a higher thought about it. And I do feel like my CoverBoi comment should be, in this instance, get to know the person before you go off like, oh, I want to have your baby. Stop saying that shit. It's irrelevant. It's 2014. Let's stop saying, I want to have your baby, I want to have your baby, and then later on in the end, you causing hell like this. Like, Saigon, that was some crazy bullshit. You shouldn't have did that to her. And Erica, just keep doing you, I'm glad that you guys, at least, you can both say you tried. You tried. Moving forward, and one more thing before I end these people and go into my next part of my segment. Erica, I didn't like the fact that when you two had your moments together in your segments, it was just like, I didn't like the fact that the drama that you guys had, it just didn't showcase. It was different on the reunion. It was just like it was a little bit more rawer. It was just like I think they probably cut out a lot. Now, if they did cut out a lot of scenes, because it just seemed a little bit too much. Just for me, because I was expecting for them, it didn't look right. I was expecting for them to come on and just be like, we're working it out. We're not perfect, but we're trying. And I do love to see black people try. I do love that. But I mean, hey, like I said, all you gotta do is try. But I'll move on. Perfect example of a black person that tries and does a damn good job at it. Miss Yandy. I live for her. I live for Yandy. I think that her story has gotten a little bit better. Prayers go out to her and me in DC. Hopefully everything goes cool with them. I didn't know that Rich was rich dollars like he was. I had to do some research like they did. Like they had to do some research. Everybody was like, let me look up this motherfucker. So he make his money. So shout out to Rich. But if you're such a great businessman, I'm gonna need you to keep your business first. Cause with you and Minna, that shit's gotta stop. That's just gotta stop. You guys in terms of business, I suppose, could work. But you guys in terms of a relationship, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Sin, I'm glad that you said I don't share, because I don't share either. I could agree perfectly with you. I think I'm more of a Team Sin than I am Team Rich. So, Erica, all I would have to say is, find your balance. Hopefully, hopefully next season you'll be talking about, because I'm sure you're going to be on next season. So, hopefully, you'll be talking about how you and Sin have gotten through the rough patches and everything's great now. I can't wait to see Love and Hip Hop New York next year. Oh, it's better than basketball was, if you ask me. CoverBoi comment, work it out, black people. It's Black History Month. We have too much to live for, and we've come so far, and I just would love to see us be a community again. So be sure to tweet the show. Let me make sure I said everything. I don't want to tell you guys anything about the show for later. I got a little bit more extra stuff, or extra videos that I want to do. But tweet the show. We'll just go ahead and do that. Cover lovers, CoverBoi Chronicles, my Facebook, my like page, my Twitter, my Instagram, and be sure to like, comment, and y'all know what to do. Subscribe to the Spirit Soul Star, my YouTube channel. Okay? And let me know how wonderful or how fabulous this show was. Bye.